Hello, and welcome to the Anna L. Brothers show and podcast, where we inspire, encourage, and empower people to live a healthier lifestyle. Hold on. I just want to welcome everyone. This evening, I am going to be talking about goals versus objectives. It is I think, a very relevant topic this evening especially since it's the beginning of the year. And I know that a lot of people are setting resolutions and they're going through um, all of these things. So I wanted to help people because I said before you can set a resolution, you've got to have a mindset to do it, a positive mindset. And once you get that positive mindset in, you can start setting goals and objectives. So I'm going to kind of expound on them. Also, you'll be seeing going across the screen um, where you can support me. You can support me by sending stars. This is on my Facebook page. And as well as this is my Facebook uh, page there. So you can also support me on those two levels if you want to send me some support. So I want to go ahead and get started. I did do a little presentation. I'm going to make a few little pauses in here this evening to show you a few clips. I have a few clips that one of them is going to be a commercial I'm attempting, and the other one I'm going to explain it to you at the end of my presentation, and I'll explain to you then at the end of the presentation why I selected this one, the clip that I have. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And so this is my agenda. So for this evening introduction, then I'm going to talk about a little bit about the differences between goals and objectives. And I'm going to give you 9 strategies for achieving your goal and how to set goals and achieve them. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 21 reasons why goal setting is important. And then I'm going to show you that second clip. So after the 9 strategies, I think I'll show the first clip. So let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to let you know a little bit about this is the introduction, which I just kind of went over briefly. So, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, Sweet Blessings, is here to inspire, encourage, and empower people to lead a healthier lifestyle. The purpose of this broadcast is to foster collaborative thinking to further the development of goals and objectives. Once this understanding is established, then individual can begin to improve socially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. That is what self-care is all about. So the difference between goals and objectives, these are tips for developing good goals and objectives. So first we must understand what a goal is. So a goal refers to the desired outcome, and the objective is a measurable milestone that refers to specific actions and outcomes that those objectives will help you achieve those goals. Okay. So, although goals and objectives may be similar, there's a significant overlap between the respective meaning and very important distinction. Both goals and objectives can contribute to a long term um, career, and it involves both learning new skills to meet your set target. Knowing the difference between these two terms and how they apply to you can help boost your career and your life. So let's take a look at basically what the differences are between the goal and objective, because sometimes people think they're the same, but they're not. So, developing good goals and objectives. You want to, I'm sorry, I'm gonna slash this. I don't. Let me go back a little bit here. My slides are out of order. Oof, how awful. Well, let me just talk about it because I don't feel like my slide. I don't know what happened to that slide, but we'll leave it there. So, let me tell you what is the difference between goals and objectives. Okay, the primary difference between a goal and objective is that the goal refers to the desired outcome, and an objective is a measurable milestone that refers to a specific action and accomplishment. That is why objectives are more measurable than goals. So, your goal might be financial security. So your objective might be to earn a salary, and you may review both your goals and objectives to see some similarities and implement ways to obtain each. Key differences also include measurability. Goals can be tangible. Let me go back. Goals can be intangible and unmanageable, while objectives are almost always quantifiable and measurable. You can reach an immeasurable goal, like being happy, through actions like buying your first house. Specificity, that's an objective, are more measurable, they're specific, and they can include steps to work through. Scope, a goal is often an endpoint that you like to reach and can vary in scope. Objectives are narrow, as they refer to measurable milestones and achievements, little steps you're going to take. Goals are typically more important than objectives. An objective are necessary to achieve the goal. Language. The language used to describe these two concepts differ significantly and can help you identify each need. Usually, the language for a goal is inclusive, while objectives focus on specific people and their actions. So, I don't know what happened to my slides, y'all, but anyway, let me go on with this. Um, so basically, uh, a goal is a long-term vision, and the objective is the little steps that or milestones that you take to get to that goal. All right, let's go on. It says slide 5. Let's do less. Developing good goals and objectives. So, before I go to that, let me tell you what an objective is. I just told you what a goal was. So, an objective is a target that actionable, measurable, and achievement. Your objectives likely require a much shorter time frame to achieve than goals, often being completed in under a year. An objective includes certain activities or actions which are necessary for completion. So, developing good goals and objectives. When you do that, you need to develop them together. You need to have your goal, and then you need to do your objectives. Write down those steps that you're going to use to get them. So you want to keep them separate now. You want to keep your goals and achievements separate. So once you reach your goal, then you're going to put your achievements over. You want to keep them separate. Keep your goals and your achievements separate. But your goals and objectives, you're going to develop them together. And by all means, y'all. Now I'm just going to give you some research here. Objectives can help reinforce and contribute to goals. So it's helpful to develop them alongside each other. That's what the research is saying for developing them together. So let me go ahead and let you see what it is saying for keeping your goals and achievements separate. Now, while goals and objectives complement each other, it is important to ensure that the difference between them is clear, especially about time frame and scope. So, for example, or for instance, it's usually better to change or amend your objectives to align with your goals, whereas the latter remains more stable and the guides more formal. So I am going to stop here, and I want to show you this commercial. Now, I am not savvy with this, y'all. So, but I do, these are my sponsor. These are the people who I am up under CTR Media Network, and I'm going to do a commercial.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive, impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
Well, did you like that? That's my first time. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I messed up.
What up, family?
Wait a minute.
CTR Media Network.
Gotta go back in. But that is our music for the CTR Media Network. So
join the team. CTR is who we are.
The media
I'll let you see
is
that
the best
as well.
by far. Whether you listen to your home, fix your job, in your car. Come get the information that's needed above all and everlasting. Motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you asking. Serious talks and topics, how to go up and profit, how to better yourself. Yeah, yo, we
The podcast on CTR Media Network. That's me. I'm so happy to be here.
All right. So that is our theme song for the CTR Media Network. I was going to show you that on another day, but it just slipped in there, so you got to see it. So I am going to go back to our goals and developing goals and good objectives. And I'm going to give you some strategies for achieving your goals. So these are your strategies. You want to plan, and plan some more. That's all. It's got to plan. Then you want to create discipline. You want to create some type of discipline. Let me look at my notes. So to be perfectly honest, none of us are strangers to goal setting. We all have goals. Whether we actually set these goals out on paper or keep them locked up in our mind, all of us have something that we're reaching for. But it's the art of goal setting and doing it the right way that separates the goal achievers from the goal wishers. So, goals, you hear me rattling paper because I got these notes here. Goals aren't just set on paper, are just wishes. It's the art of actually writing down or writing out that makes it kind of sizably different in our minds. It kind of sticks in our minds because we have written it down. You know, I don't know what it is. It's just something about when you write something down, it kind of sticks in. Simply put, goals can't take shape when they live solely in abstract. They have to be brought into the real world, being written out and planned. Goal setting, then, is a process of visualizing and planning the things we want to accomplish. Whether or not we follow through with our plans largely impacts the likeliness for achieving those goals. However, if you set them the right way, you certainly start off on the right foot. Come back over here. I think this is what I want to do. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. All right. So goals. What's the right way to set goals? Well, for starters, they have to be specific and measurable. You have to know precisely what you want, and you need to write it out. Don't just don't think about it or wish for it. Actually, write it out on a piece of paper. Goals that are measurable and quantifiable and lead toward ease of analysis and process. Let me give you an example. So, if you're aiming to buy your home, picking the exact purchase price is important. That allows you to know how much money you need to save to get you there. Instead of saying you want to own a mansion, state the size, neighborhood, and the real dollar value of the property you plan on buying. These details lead themselves to an increased likelihood for achieving your goals. Without them, they still live in the abstract. Once you get specific about your goals, you need to know when you'll achieve it. You need to add a real date with an exact day for when you'll accomplish it. Don't just say 2 years from now. Pick the exact date. This makes the goal more real when there's an actual calendar date that you set toward achieving it. Next, you need to come up with a strong enough meaning for achieving your goal. What does that goal mean to you? What does it symbolize? The meaning part of the equation is important because will do far more to achieve a goal that means a lot to us than we will for more superficial goals. Meaning comes first, answers come later. So goes the saying. Determine your meaning. They must be profound. If you're looking for the dream home, what does it mean to you? Profound reasons include things like security, family, contributions, freedom, and on and on. It's not about prestige or wealth and power. So, when you think about the strategies for achieving your goal, you want to remember to plan, and plan some more. You want to create discipline. No goal can be achieved without discipline. Even if you write it down and set them the right way without discipline, following through becomes next to impossible. Create an atmosphere for goal achievement by instituting the right habit into your life that will foster discipline. To achieve discipline, you need order and organization in your life. When things are chaotic and you're losing your grip on things, it's far harder to stay focused on achieving your goals. But order and organization leads to discipline, which in turn leads to goal achievement. Now, we all know that this is easier said than done. Often our obligations can outpace our sanity. But for the person that can organize their chaotic life, discipline is just around the corner. And so also you want to lessen. It lessens distractions when you set your goal. It's because we all know that it's easy to get distracted in life, okay? And we have things that pull us in multiple directions. I mean, over here, over there, over there. But distractions lessens the likelihood of achieving goals. We need to lessen those distractions in our life so that we can remain focused. Now, I'm giving you these strategies, but they are not easy things to do because we can easily be distracted. Take a good look at where distractions are originating from in your life and work to eliminate the ones that stuck up all the time. This includes excessive socialization, channel surfing, social media, and any other time waster. By removing the distractions, we lend more free time to pursue our goals rather than focusing on the things that don't matter as much. You likely know where much of our free time is going already and what distractions are eating away at your schedule. Do your best to eliminate these. You also want to create milestones. Milestones are helpful markers. So you want to say by this date, I want to have done this. Okay. It actually creates a measurable goal when you have milestones. It breaks up that long term goal into equal parts. For example, lose 60 pounds within 1 year. That means you need to lose 5 pounds per month or 1.25 pounds per week. Those are measurable milestones. It help it helps us see the short term accomplishments that we're making toward our long term goal. And this one here, we all have to overcome procrastination. I apologize for that end, but I couldn't get it in there. I wanted all my font to be the same. So overcome procrastination. And we know we all do that. It's a silent killer. It affects everyone near and far. By letting procrastination overcome you, it results in slow and steady goal achievement death. It's easy to allow our natural tendencies to put things off for later to become habitual. So we have to do what it takes to rid procrastination from our lives. We can't achieve lofty goals by procrastinating. If you have a tendency to procrastinate, then you need to implement some strategies for taking back control of your life. Start with a 15-minute rule. Set a timer on your phone and dedicate yourself to starting doing something for 15 minutes that you've been putting off. Now, I don't know if you all were listening when you came on because you might have heard my phone alarm go off. I set it all the time to give me reminders. I need those. Sometimes you need those reminders because I get distracted. I'm older now. And so I don't, I'm gonna blame it on the age, okay? But I, I'm just gonna be honest. I get distracted, okay, and I can get distracted in my own house, and that's the truth. So I when it's something that I really need to do, um, I will set my timer to give me a reminder, and it keeps me from kind of procrastinating. And I know you're asking me why 15 minutes, but it helps build momentum. It moves you in the direction that you're after by only promising a small commitment to yourself. But what you'll find is that after 15 minutes are up, you'll keep going. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. Give it a try. Then we have effective managing your time. Whew. Now, this is another one, y'all, that I decided I'm gonna blame this one on age too, because I feel now that the time gets away from me, and oh my God, hello. I'm telling hello to people. I'm just not seeing my notices. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you. You're right. Plan. Thank you. So this is what I'm saying here is that effective manager time because it gets away from me. It just actually gets away from me. And so I use my timer for that too. But Time management is a strategy that anyone can use to achieve their goals. In fact, this single strategy is implemented well enough can help anyone achieve the most loftiest of goals. Find a good system for managing your time and implementing it. Time management helps us to avoid distractions while also utilizing the one resource that we all have in common: time. No one person in the world has more time than the other. Time is the great equalizer across the planet. How do you use your time? Do you spend it in the right way? Ensuring that you're allowing a good amount of time toward achieving your goals. Be honest and open with yourself while you are implementing the work that you need to do. Now, the next one is tackle your MITs first thing in the AM. And you might be, if you are, I'm not really savvy on the abbreviations, really and truly. And so, oh God. So when I see abbreviations, I always have to look them up. So that is your most important thing. MITs are your most important thing. So, because you're fresh in the morning, and so you want to tackle your most important task in the morning. Those are things that you can do right now, today, to move you closer to your long-term goals. In time management, these are also called quadrants, 2 activities, or the important things but not urgent tasks. Now, I'm going to quote an author, Mark Twain, called these our frauds, and is famous for saying this: if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it the first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. So I don't know if you all know about the 80-20 rule. And so I'm going to try to explain it to the best of my ability. But you want to, in these strategies, you want to be able to leverage the 80-20 rule. So here we go. Let me tell you a little bit. Now, the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, state that 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort. So in sales, this also means that 80% of the sales comes from 20% of the clients. It's your job to identify the 20% of your effort that are producing 80% of your results. Then amplify those efforts. I'm going to repeat that. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto, principle. It states that 80% of the results comes from 20% of the client or the effort. So let's look at it in relationship to sales. This means that 80% of the sales comes from 20% of the client. It's your job to identify that 20% of your efforts that are producing 80%. And then you want to amplify. To identify your 80-20, you need to audit your activities related to your goals. What efforts are you putting in, and what outcomes are you receiving from those efforts? Well, the only way to ensure you to determine this properly is to consistently measure your results on a daily basis. This isn't a simple procedure since we're such creatures of habit. But when you can find your 80/20, you can really take your results to the next level. And the last strategy is anticipate failure. Failure, I'm going to tell you right now, is common when trying to achieve goals. The biggest part about failure is that we often don't anticipate it. When we do fail, it's far harder to deal with. But when you anticipate failure, you can better cope with it and adjust your plan accordingly. The most successful people in the world have failed the most times, y'all, even famous ones. And when you can anticipate failure, you can expect it and use them as stepping stones, not allowing them to deaden your spirit as you work to achieve those goals. Come up with some motivational strategies that would help you to overcome these failures and stay focused on your goals. But most importantly, don't give up. Stay persistent and determined, and you will eventually reach your goals. Now, I want to talk about how we would go about how to set goals and achieve them. So when you set a goal, you want to formulate your goal. And by formulate, I mean decide what you really want to achieve. And please, don't be concerned about what others want for you. Make your goals for yourself. Studies show that when your goals are personally meaningful, you're more likely to get ahead in life and achieve them. Now, this here, I believe, is the hardest part of the goal making and fulfilling process. What do you want? This answer is often a mixture of intrusive and extrusive motivation. Buzz phrases like stay true to yourself. Find goals that promote a balance in your life. Goals that make you happy and benefit your loved ones and others that depend on you. Consider asking yourself a question such as, what do I want to offer my family, community, and the world? Or, how do I want to grow? How do you want to grow? These questions can help you determine the direction to take. It's okay if your ideas are fairly broad at this point. You'll narrow them down next. So after you formulate your goals, then you want to prioritize. Okay? Which ones do you want to achieve first, second, third? You're not going to be able to work on every phase or every goal at the same time. Don't try. It's overwhelming. It can become overwhelming to you. Okay? Split your goals into 3 areas: first, second, and third. The first tier goals are the most important to you, and they may come more naturally. The second and the third tier goals are not as important. They may also be more limited or specific. 3, or the next one is to be set specific goals. Be specific about what you want, but also be realistic. Research shows that setting a specific goal makes you more likely to achieve it and can even make you feel happier in general. Ask yourself some questions about your goals. What do you need to do to achieve them? Who will need to assist me? When will each stage of my goal needs to be accomplished? And I'm doing this in relation to not just to a business, but life. Life. It's important that we have multiple stages of goals. When does each need to be accomplished? For example, if you're training for a marathon, you need to have an idea of how long each stage of training will take. And by all means, you all, let's be realistic. We want to set concrete and realistic goals for us to attain. The next one is we want to write down our goals. Mine are listed on my paper. I didn't list them on here, but you want to write down your goals. Be detailed, be clear, and include your deadline. Writing them down tends to make them feel a little more real. Keep your list in place where you can reference them frequently. I post mine on either the refrigerator, sometime on my mirror in the bathroom so I can see it. I need to see my goals. Make sure your goals are measurable. Keep your goal grounded in what you can achieve. Create a realistic schedule. And you want to identify possible obstacles. By all means, tell people about your goal. And find a community of like-minded people. Okay. Let's see what this. So getting started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start working on your goals today. 2, you want to follow the plan of action. 3, you want to visualize achieving that goal. And 4, you want to keep a list. Ask for guidance. And then you want to launch it. Put plans into action. Handling the journey. You want to recognize the false hope syndrome. You want to view challenges as a learning experience. Acknowledge every victory. Stay passionate. Revise your goal if necessary. And this one here is so important. Persevere. They talk about that a lot in the Bible, to persevere. I can't remember what book it is. So these are 21 reasons why goal setting is important. And I'm just going to briefly go through them. And then I'm going to show you the video or the clip. And what the clip is, it is a summary of what I said tonight. But basically, I thought it was so beautiful and cute because when I show it to you, you will see why. So 21 reasons why goal setting is important. It creates a roadmap for success. Goals are the target toward which you point your life. Goals give you a starting point and a destination to reach. Written goals help you to see where you are going, what changes you need to make, and if you are progressing toward your prize. So to achieve your goals, you are going to have to make some type of sacrifice. You want to stay committed, and you want to overcome your challenges. You will find as you set goals that are on God's vision, the more you will grow and accomplish. Goals help you focus your attention on your purpose and makes it your dominant aspirations. When you have a definite target, it positions you for real success. A specific goal does not take you around in circles. It puts you on a direct course of action. Goal achievement requires a commitment, concentrated, and consistent working ethics to reach your dream of reality. The process of writing your goals help you clarify what you desire to do, understand the importance of pursuing them, and commitment. Commit yourself to making them happen. Goals have value only if they help you develop and improve yourself to make them happen. When you measure your goals process, stay on track. You see your target dates and experience the excitement of achieving that will propel you to reach your goal. The secret to achieving your goal is just to get started. When you set actionable goals, make sure they're in agreement with your overall vision. A goal worth pursuing is not something that anyone can easily talk you out of achieving. Defining your goal in writing impresses them on your heart and your mind. Goals are reached one step at a time. And when you commit to yourself, to your vision, and expressing an achievable goal, you provide yourself with the motivation where where an anticipation of getting there. Goals help you to determine priorities and direct you to focus on what's important. And I could not leave this one out at all because setting goals, because most people don't do this. You set goals like I'm going to get a house or something like that. But you need to set goals in the 7 areas of life: spiritual, physical, financial, relational, social, professional, mental, and mental. It empowers you to live your vision with power. So now I am going to take this time to show you the last clip that I want to show you. I have to share my screen. Bear with me because, like I told you, I am not savvy with this. I've been experimenting. And so here we go. I think this is what I want. Yes. Let's see if it shows.
So, you have a goal. You want to achieve something? You have big dreams you want to accomplish. That's great. But here's the bad news. Did you know that 92% of people never achieve their goal? Perhaps most people never learn to set goals the right way in the first place. Well, you're in luck because today I'm here to help you do just that. I'm Aspen, this is Rocket Kids, and let's get this started. So, you have a goal. That's awesome. So, go out there and start working hard on achieving that goal. In theory, that sounds good. But in reality, that doesn't always work out so well. There's a reason most successful people begin with a plan. You can't just build a house without a plan. You can't just build a successful business without a plan. And you certainly can't achieve a goal without a plan. Before I give you 4 proven steps to ensure that you reach that goal, I must say that learning to set a plan for your goals can help as you grow from a little you to a big you. Goal setting is a skill, and it's something we must learn. It teaches us to take responsibility for our behaviors. It promotes a can-do attitude, and it forms a powerful, lifelong habit of achieving the things we want. Sounds pretty good, right? Now that we have that out of the way, here are 4 Proven steps you can take to reach your goals. Number 1, choose your big goal. What is that one thing you want to achieve? If you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you set your sights on? Think big. This is your goal. This is your vision. You have to know where you're going. So choose your big goal. Number 2, what's the purpose of that goal? I think a better way of saying this is, why do you want to achieve this goal? How can it help others? How can it help you? If you don't have a true reason for why you want to do something, then what's the point of even doing it? This is no different when it comes to our goals. If there is no real purpose for wanting to achieve it, it most likely will never happen. Have a purpose, and when you get stuck, come back to your purpose. Number 3, break it down into smaller steps. Use a goal ladder. At the top of the ladder is the big goal, and each rung on the ladder are the smaller steps required to get to the top. One step leads to the next, and when we have smaller steps along the way, it's much easier to measure our progress. Make these steps very specific, and use the 3 W's to help define each step. Who can help? What do I need to do? And when do I need to do it? Small steps are the key to reaching your goal. Number 4, what are the obstacles? Here's what most people never think about. And when it gets hard or they can't see reaching that next step, they give up. But we need to plan for the obstacles. We need to plan for the hard stuff. What can stand in your way of achieving your big goal? And when that happens, what are you going to do about it? What negative thoughts might you have along the way? How can you use positive self-talk to overcome these obstacles? What about perseverance and grit? Do you have what it takes? Do you want it bad enough? Think about the obstacles that can stand in your way and how you can overcome them. Here's a bonus tip. Write it down and monitor your progress. By writing it down, you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals. And by monitoring where you are, you can see what you are doing right, which encourages you to continue on your track. By seeing where you can improve, you can make adjustments and continue towards reaching your goal. Reaching our goals is never easy. It takes a lot of hard work, and we have to take massive action. But always take a look at that ladder and see how far you've come. Congratulate and reward yourself along the way. And just think about how it will feel when you finally do reach that goal. What is your big goal? Let us know by commenting on.
Well, what did you think about that? Now, that was Aspen, but I think Aspen said it in the best way. She summarized it really well. And I chose Aspen because she's a child. And children need to set goals as well. So don't think that this is an adult thing. It's something that needs to be started at an early age of setting goals. You might not give them all the terminology that, they would learn more as they go along, but there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that she gave a beautiful summary of all of the stuff that I was trying to say. She said it all in just like that. But I wanted to show that because I wanted you to know we can all learn, and we can all learn from children as well. So never count them out, because the same things that I was telling you, she was telling you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, Sweet Blessings. We believe in giving 110% to help people live a life with vision and purpose. By setting goals and objectives, we're inspiring, encouraging, and empowering people to live a healthier lifestyle. So I want to thank you this evening for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I provided my email, as well as you can contact me there, as well as with the www.ctrmedianetwork.com. So with that being said, I am going to bid you adieu. I will be on just a few. I'm going to end this broadcast, and you all have a great and blessed rest of your evening. And thank you for watching.